Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you never miss an episode. Today we're talking about one of Africa's most underrated survivors, an animal often overlooked, sometimes even laughed at, but built with adaptations that make it far tougher than it looks. Yes, today's topic is the warthog. So without wasting any time, let's get started. Across the open savanna, a low, sturdy shape trots along with its tail held straight up in the air, almost like a tiny flag. It doesn't look intimidating. It doesn't look particularly graceful either, but don't be fooled. This is one of Africa's toughest, most resourceful survivors. This is the warthog. Today, we uncover the real story behind this remarkable, often underestimated animal. Segment 1. Meet the warthog. The warthog is a wild member of the pig family, found across the grasslands, savannas, and woodlands of sub-Saharan Africa. Adult warthogs typically weigh between 50 and 100 kilograms, with males generally larger than females. Their name comes from the distinctive wart-like growths on their faces, thick pads of skin and cartilage that protect the head during fights between rival males. Both males and females grow curved tusks, which are actually enlarged canine teeth, continuing to grow throughout their lives. In males, the upper tusks can curve dramatically outward and upward, serving as both weapons and tools. Despite their somewhat rough appearance, warthogs are remarkably well adapted to life on the open savanna, built for speed, digging, and defense all at once. Segment 2. Life on. Warthogs are primarily grazers, feeding on grasses for much of the year. During dry seasons, when grass becomes scarce, they switch to roots, bulbs, and tubers, using their tough snouts to dig through hard, dry soil. One of their most distinctive behaviors is kneeling while feeding. Their front legs are proportionally shorter than their back legs, so warthogs often drop onto their front knees to graze comfortably close to the ground, sometimes even developing thickened, callous skin on their knees from this repeated posture. Warthogs are surprisingly fast for their size, capable of reaching speeds of up to 55 kilometers per hour when fleeing danger, often their best and first line of defense against predators. Unlike many wild pig species, warthogs are primarily active during the day, resting at night in burrows dug by other animals, most commonly abandoned aardvark holes, which they readapt for their own shelter and protection. Female warthogs, called sows, live in small family groups known as sounders, typically made up of a mother, her offspring, and sometimes other closely related females. Adult males, known as boars, are largely solitary outside of the breeding season, only joining a sounder temporarily to mate. After a pregnancy of about 6 months, a sow gives birth to a litter of 2 to 4 piglets inside the safety of a burrow, where the young remain protected for the first few vulnerable weeks of life. Warthog piglets grow quickly and begin following their mother outside the burrow within just a few weeks, learning essential survival skills such as foraging and predator awareness by observing her closely. When entering or exiting a burrow, warthogs famously reverse themselves backward into the tunnel, a smart, defensive strategy that keeps their sharp tusks facing outward, ready to confront any predator that might follow them inside. Warthogs face predation from a wide range of African carnivores, including lions, leopards, hyenas, and crocodiles near water sources. Despite being relatively small compared to many of their predators, warthogs are far from helpless. Their sharp tusks, surprising speed, and willingness to fight back when cornered make them a genuinely risky meal for predators to pursue. Mother warthogs are especially fierce when defending their young, sometimes charging directly at predators far larger than themselves to protect their piglets. Interestingly, warthogs have also developed unique relationships with other species. In certain regions, warthogs have been observed allowing mongooses to groom parasites and ticks directly off their skin, a rare and fascinating example of cooperation between completely different species in the wild. While warthogs are not currently considered endangered, they still face growing pressure from human activity across their range. Habitat loss due to agricultural expansion and human settlement continues to reduce the open grasslands warthogs depend on for grazing and shelter. In some regions, warthogs are hunted for bushmeat, and conflict can arise when they raid agricultural land in search of food during dry seasons. Fortunately, warthogs are highly adaptable animals, capable of surviving in a wide range of habitats and conditions, which has helped their overall population remain relatively stable compared to many other African species. Conservationists continue to monitor warthog populations as part of broader savanna ecosystem research, recognizing their important role as both prey and grazer in maintaining a healthy balance within African grassland habitats. The warthog may not be Africa's most glamorous animal, and it's often overshadowed by bigger, more famous species. But beneath its rough exterior lies a resilient, resourceful, and surprisingly successful survivor, one perfectly adapted to life on the unforgiving open savanna. Tough, quick, and endlessly adaptable, the warthog has earned its place as one of Africa's most underrated success stories. So that's it for today's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed learning about the warthog as much as I enjoyed making this for you. If you liked this video, don't forget to hit the like button, share it with someone who loves wildlife, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Let me know in the comments, which animal should we cover next? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.